Ethereum, I think Ethereum's a security. I think it's pretty obvious it's a security.
We're going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
This effort, and China has big plans for this. They intend to seed their digital yuan into the global environment by giving it away to visitors at next winter's Olympics. When they arrive at the airport, they're going to get yuan digital wallets. They're going to receive digital yuan. They're going to use it throughout their visits to Beijing, and then they're going to take it back to their home countries. They see this as a huge advantage. Why? Because who controls the underlying protocols, who controls the underlying standards of the future of money will control the future of money.
Welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe. If you do like what you're listening to, please inform your friends and family and spread all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works. Because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the books, Cryptoteacher and the new Road Order book. The new Road Order book is going to show you how the world works. It is definitely time to wake up out of your sleep in the times that we're in right now. Plus, guys, we know we're waiting on that next main event towards the end of the year. We had the first quarter event. Like I told you, that would happen. Don't forget this is Shemitah year. And then also, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 Kids books. It's definitely time to re-educate. And also, those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon, much love, keep it coming. Do not forget I have the New World Order cryptos in my Patreon. Do your own research, but going inside of a bear market, you definitely want the cryptos that have real use cases. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first. And right now, we have the markets flat after pulling back last night, like I had advised you in my video yesterday. Now, guys, we're only a week away from the Ethereum merge. I do see us getting a slight boost early on in the week and then selling off. But guys, make sure you're paying attention to the actual indicators. We have yield rates, which rose slightly. We have volume, we have Tether, we have USDC. And then, of course, guys, we have the Fed. They're going to be meeting in the next week and a half, raising rates. And then also the Bank of England is going to be raising rates right after the actual Fed. But, guys, we have a repo that's over $2 trillion. And then we had another repo just start February 8th. So even though the central banks are raising rates and rolling off the balance sheet, we see the ECB and the Fed still keeping liquidity. And we know the dollar has strengthened, which is hurting other countries and causing inflation to go crazy. Guys, we know these central banks cause the problem, wait for the reaction, and run in with the solution. And remember, guys, this is not a quick plan. This moves in phases. How did they create the problem? We know we had the big distraction for over 2 years. Then that enabled them to print all this money. Now we're getting the effects of inflation, and now we're seeing the reaction of people. And we know in the United States, as these corporations cut back, we know spending is going to cut back, and that's going to be a ripple effect in the economy. We see 20% layoffs everywhere, but guys, we know it's going to be a whole lot more than that over the 2023-2024. Now, ISO is going to be here over the next 2 months. We know it's going to take about 2 years to implement, but regulation is going to come on the back of ISO. And remember, the Crypto Teacher told you. Now, in the media, you're going to see a lot of Hegelian dialectic, that the Fed is going to pivot, cryptos are going to be moving up. But guys, as long as the Fed is raising rates and rolling off this balance sheet and the other central banks are doing the same thing, We're going to be moving down, but of course, we're still going to have those pumps and dumps because all this is orchestrated. All of it is manipulated until we get to that big distraction when they can pull the rug. Remember, guys, they have to build the fourth industrial revolution. So this legacy market has to be destroyed. And they want to land us safely in the fourth industrial revolution, where the robots, algorithms, and drones take over the economy, pay each other with crypto, and the sheep go inside the metaverse. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now, guys, we had Grayscale, like I said, yesterday was going to pick up. They picked up big, 1.6 billion. And guys, we know they move lockstep with the Fed. Like I stated, all of it's orchestrated and manipulated. We go through this same thing every single month. If the sheep understood finances, it wouldn't work. That's the reason why it's not taught in school. But getting over into a little crypto news. We have Microstrategy to sell 500 million of its Class A common share stock. And guys, we know all these companies are getting ready for the storm. But of course, in the media, they may buy Bitcoin. Those who've been with me from the beginning know I've done plenty of videos on Microstrategy right at the beginning when they started investing in Bitcoin. So we know Microstrategy stock wasn't doing well until Morgan Stanley got involved. Remember, guys, this is all a movie. Now we have JP Morgan hires former Microsoft executive to his digital asset related payments group. Now, if you watch my must-watch videos in my description, you know JP Morgan is way ahead of the game. You know JP Morgan Federal Reserve is going to be on blockchain. Make sure you're watching that video. And we know they control consensus and their hands are all over Ethereum. And lastly, we have music NFTs will take gaming to new levels. And you guys know I talk about all the time what they can do with NFTs. But also with gaming, we know this is all directed to the millennials and Generation Z in order to get them over into the metaverse. Having fun going into the virtual world. Same way when you look at TikTok and all these other social media platforms. People are having fun, but giving away all their information. Most of these platforms already have KYC built in. Guys, we know this is going to be the social platforms, social credit, social shopping. All this is going to be inside the virtual world of metaverse. And remember, the crypto teacher told you because he knows when it comes to the New World Order, it's all planned out. But guys, all I have for you, don't forget about the books, Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance, and not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The new stock channel. Make sure you go like, subscribe, and spread it everywhere. Don't forget you have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get home stocks. To see where the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money, what they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Drama Team Save the Village. Part 2. King Joshua and Drama Team Save New York. From COVID-33. Part 3, King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.